Now, first of all, it seems to me you gave an excellent speech, and it seems to me one of the things that you're saying in the speech is that there was going to be potential reason for President Trump's impeachment. Tell me a little bit about what you were alluding to.
Well, let me be very clear. We have the responsibility to ensure that the presidency and the person holding that position is following all the laws of the United States of America, not violating laws that may involve foreign agents in your campaign and or administration, foreign collusion in the skewing of the election of 2016. So my point was, let us not run away from the truth, and we are continuing to investigate. Many people don't realize that when you say misdemeanors, high crimes and misdemeanors, you're not talking about the burglary of the Watergate. That is not perceived as our only act. People understand that a burglary is a crime, but it can also be a violation of the public trust. And so there are questions about the public trust of this administration, particularly the charge against the former president of a felon of wiretapping the individual at Trump Tower. That has been literally debunked. And that is an accusation that has not been, in essence, taken down by this administration. We can investigate that. That can be a violation of the public trust. So I want the American people to understand this is not a reckless attack on an individual because you may or may not like them. I have no angst, no dislike against the president, his family. I wish him well, but I do have a deep abiding love for the American people, for Houstonians and Texans, and those men and women who put on the uniform and ask no questions. It is the brass, and then it's the men and women who just take orders. We have to make sure we have a functioning government, and to do that, the Congress must do its job. There was no lacking in threats to impeach President Obama by individuals on no facts. And so when you have facts, it would be shameful for Republicans and Democrats who are members of Congress not to proceed under the law to investigate what they should investigate and determine the truth.
Now, had Obama or some Democrat been in bed with a foreign power, as President Trump seems to be, Republicans would have been going heads over heels to do something about it. Right now, we do not see that with Republicans. My question to you is, will Democrats, I mean, you are one of the few that are really out there speaking in these words. Will we see more Democrats speak in those words? And secondly, behind the scenes, have you seen Republicans get concerned about the issue with Russia, given a 2018 election that likely will be used against them?
Well, let me be very clear. There's a lot of hard work going on. I hope my Republican friends will help seek the truth. There is no doubt that on the very day that President Obama was inaugurated, there was a group of Republicans who indicated that he would be a one-term president. Democrats never did that. In addition, a Republican shouted out, "The State of the Union, you lie." Democrats have never done that. We have protested. We have, in years past, stepped out, but we have never done that. And so now it's not about Democrats and Republicans. Your question is absolutely right. It is about who is for the American people and who is going to insist that the tax reform be released. That would not last 10 minutes for President Obama and the First Lady while they were in office, or any other president. That's shameful on the part of Republicans. It's just shameful. And then the idea of the Russian collusion. You can't overlook Mr. Manafort. You cannot overlook Mr. Page or Mr. Stone. You must investigate what were they and how did they influence this administration. And finally, the emoluments clause. That's a constitutional provision. What is going on? Where are these monies going? What is going on going to Mar-a-Lago every weekend so that more and more customers or people who come to enjoy it are coming? Why are they coming? What's going on? And I believe in order to serve the American people, to protect Social Security, to make sure we have affordable care for the American people, to make sure that we have the right direction for our military, we've got to have a president that has no other interest but that of the national security interest and the national interest of the American people.
Thank you so kindly.
Thank you.